Today is the International Peace Day. We're just trying to make something together as a community.
We're creating birds, carnival birds, for a procession. And our birds symbolise the journey that people are making from their countries to this country. We want to make them welcome here.
Put yourself in the shoes of a soul that screams. Would you dive into a rubbish bin and cut off the only good parts left on this apple that's rotting? So this 5-year-old you met in this jungle, lost and weak.
Just to demonstrate perception of changing clothing from one culture to another.
Things over the years have changed, but it's the way how people actually see and value you as a person.
The quote, it's probably a paraphrase quote, it's, we will only be able to live in peace with strangers, foreigners and other kinds of others as soon as we're able to recognise ourselves as others, strange or foreign, which is kind of what you're talking about.
Why do you think it's important to tell those stories?
So personally, I've told my story in two completely different contexts. So firstly, when I went to the Home Office and I told my story and I had an interpreter and my story was already interpreted.
My original idea was to film 2 separate videos and combine them together, so it's
And I'm different because of my background and the things that I had to go through. I wouldn't want them to go through the same thing, but yet we often stop doing things because we fear. But if we have got no choice in the matter, then we'll just do it. And then we realise, actually, we can do it. You know? And I try to use that concept with my daughter to say, if they want to do something, I say, try it, you know, and see how far you can get with it.
I tell my story in theatre, and I go on stage and tell my story to a lovely audience, and where I'm not victimised and I'm the hero of my story, I'm the boss of my story, and I tell the bits that I want to tell, and I don't tell the bits that makes me upset.
She removed it and revealed her jeans and a black t-shirt and let her hair down. The transformation that so effectively made us appreciate how we judge people by their appearance and how wrong we are to do that.
Thank you to everyone in England for coming along. Thank you to everyone in Calais, and I realise you're an hour ahead of us, so thank you so much. You're having a late evening and spending it on tonight with us. We really appreciate it.
Can we applaud?
Yeah.
We've used 2 lengths of bamboo lashed together to make a T shape.
And you need some foam, different types of material, net, spotty dotty, or florist ribbon.
When you apply to live in the UK, you have to go through the Home Office and they decide whether or not you're allowed in or not. I'm a photographer and I work on long-term documentary projects. Recent work is Lingering Ghosts, and started the project whilst at uni, left it for a year, exploring how asylum seekers in the UK are affected by long periods of waiting for refugee status.
Thank you very much. Thank you.